He's made quite a name for himself. The 3 times in 2010 voted him Best Artist across all genres. But none of that stuff really matters to me. I didn't bring him here because of his accolades. I brought him here because he is an instigator. He's a troublemaker. And that's what I like in my poets and my poetry. Someone who's not afraid to look at a big fire and say, pretty, and then throw gasoline on it. I like my poets with transgressive speech, not just free speech. So that's why I brought him here today. And if he wants to add anything about that or say anything more about his history, I'd like to hear it, because I know he's been around the block. Please welcome the one and only Max Parthas.
Woo!
Thank you for that. I was mistaken. For a minute there, I thought you did know me. You do know me. I'm a troublemaker. Hello, everyone.
Woo!
You do me a favor. I'll meet you halfway, actually. Can we gather a little closer so I can feel like I'm actually talking to somebody? I'll come down. You guys come up a little bit. This way I don't have to scream. And I'm a smoker, man. I can't talk so loud too much before I run out of breath. My name is Max Parthas. As he said, I've been in the spoken word industry for over 20 years. I've helped to shape the culture itself directly and the general outlook of the nation indirectly throughout these past couple of decades. In 2010, I was voted as the National Poetry Awards #1 poet in America, and I was given a Lifetime Achievement Award for my works over the years. As I said, and also the 3 times people like you voted me the #1 artist across all genres, male artist across all genres right here in Columbia in 2010. I spent my lifetime trying to make people aware using spoken word. I believe that when you become aware of something, you become responsible for it. So if all I can do is open your mind to something, then that in itself is worthy. There's a lot of issues we're dealing with right now. Recently, the NDAA, NIDA, the Expatriate Act, Enemy Expatriate Act, passed into law, which has really ripped the Constitution to shreds. Your rights are not leaving you any longer. They are gone. You don't have any rights as of this moment. December 31st, 2011, the last thing the president did was sign it into law. Something that's been going on for a long time. And for the most part of the year, I've been trying to warn people about these things. And everywhere I go, it's like poetry is what they want, but the truth is, I don't have any poetry. I've got nothing to say that hasn't already been said. I ain't got nothing to read that hasn't already been read. And although I know some can hear me now, in the long run, when it's all done, most don't ever care anyway. Actually, apathy seems to be the modus operandi. People are putting up with any kind of atrocity that this sinister system might hand them. And I don't know if God damned them. And I'm not trying to second guess. But lately I've been feeling stressed because it appears that cowardice has become contagious, and it's making me more than a little nervous. It seems like everybody wants to put everything they've got into a well-known company called lip service. You do it, they claim it. You make it, they name it. Popularize it, monetize it, then put it on t-shirts, coffee cups, with slick slogans like capitalism sucks. You can get 2 shirts for 30 or 3 cups for 15 bucks. And the absurdity is certainly hurting the cause. It's like wearing Urban Commando khakis when you really don't have the balls to bounce. And we should all denounce them, but we don't dare. Unless it affects the integrity of our necks or our next paychecks, we really don't care. So what poetry could I possibly read that could probably lead to compassion or action? I feel like a fool for even asking, so no. I don't have any poetry today. I ain't got nothing to say that hasn't already been said. I ain't got nothing to read that hasn't already been read. I got no cute quotes to make you run away from the State House screaming, that's all I can stand, I can't take it anymore. You'll take it like a whore and beg for more. Come on, folks, let's be truthful. We take it up the butt every day with no grease, no mercy, no complaints. Fools are always fruitful. Like seedless grapes, they don't breed, they're being bred. Or like Manchurian candidates who don't lead, they're being led. It's the next best thing to being dead and not too far from fulfilling that post. At the most, we're the host for an evil indwelling. More concerned with getting laid or paid than freeing slaves. And Sojourner Truth will probably roll over in her grave. Harriet Tubman would be ashamed to be associated with the likes of types of people we become. Odds are she might regret freeing just one, when centuries later we would re-enslave our own daughters and sons. And for what? An iPod, a cell phone, a PlayStation, a value menu burger? You could have been freedom fighters. But instead, you went into 2012 as accomplices to murder. So no, I don't have any poetry today. I got nothing to say that hasn't already been read. I got nothing to read that hasn't already been said. But that's okay, because right here at Occupy Wall Street, we could talk this type of stuff all darn day. Hello everybody, I'm Max Parthas.